Morning, people. How's it going? Well, this morning, cold, so I'm kind of rugged up. I will probably progressively have more warm things going on because it is cold. Getting cold. It's about 10 degrees Celsius, I think it was. Last night was the lowest. So let me have a look here. It is currently 10 degrees. It's cold, but it is going to get up to about 22 degrees today. So that's not so bad, but you do need to keep warm and make sure you have a good temperature, both in and out, um, because otherwise, you could catch a chill wearing rubber. Even though I do wear a shirt underwards to try and help mitigate some of that, it's still one of those things where you can get hot and cold pretty easily and get sick. So keep keep up with that and make sure you're aware of where you are and what you're doing in the temperature. Now, dental kink. A lot of people tend to think of kink as rough, tumble, um, primal, and yeah, they can be that, but they can also be fairly sophisticated. They can be gentle. Um, so, what are some examples of gentle kink? A lot of your sensation play is gentle, like feathers, aroma therapies that you could apply during kink, gentle sounds. Um, Things like pet play, um, total enclosures, and all that stuff. Like, that can be gentle as well. But the other thing is, some gentle stuff can then go on to being not so gentle. In that gentle can be like relaxing, comforting, as well as soft, not the harsh impact play or the real aggressive kind of stuff. But again, it depends on what you yourself define as not gentle and gentle. Um, like little's play can be gentle. Um, it all depends, and it's an interesting thing I just thought about this morning because a lot of people, as I said, do regard kink stuff as kind of rough, degrading, harsh, all that sort of stuff. But some of it is in delivery and context, and particular to those people, so that it can be gentle but harsh at the same time. Remember, I was talking about dichotomies. A lot of that does happen in kink, where a lot of people will think some things are really harsh compared to what they know, whereas some other people, it will be quite gentle but harsh at the same time because it's a comfort thing, I guess. Um, Complex, the human brain. Don't always understand it. But say some gentleness like, I wear rubber and latex a lot. That can be gentle in that today I'm wearing a loose kind of dress and I'm just worrying about, or it can be harsh in that I can wear really thicker than point 0.5 latex, and it can be really constrictive and it can be quite uncomfortable, and that could be more harsh. But at the same time, because it is kind of constrictive, it can get me that kind of like permanent hug kind of feeling, even more so than what I'm wearing now, and that can be quite comforting and relaxing, um, and gentle in that way as well. Mind you, after quite a few hours, it might get a bit too uncomfortable. Um, so there is that. And in the way that, say, relationships and dynamics can be in particular sessions, it can be, like I said, it doesn't have to be primal, or it can be primal and very sophisticated, what they call high-end genteel kind of kink, where it goes a lot into, I guess, more servicey kind of stuff, but again, not because there's service that can be quite harsh. But I said there's a dichotomy in everything there, and I think would depend on a lot of what people would class as gentle, and what they class as harsh, and where they can find harsh and gentle at the same time, where something is both at the same time. And you can find that, um, like the dynamic, the DS dynamic. It can be gentle pretty much most of the time. Like say 90% of the time, it's gentle because there's a mutual feeling taken care of, an agreement, a comfort there. But it can be harsh in that, you know, punishment for transgressions can be a harsh word. Um, it can be a particular thing that, you know, maybe one or the other needs, that they need a little bit more rough kink. Um, and it could be just like I said, the punishments can be the harsh thing, but it can be gentle at the same time, in that it's a correction of what's happening. And don't get me wrong, like a lot of people think correction as in, you know, training, all sorts of stuff. It's not always a training thing. A correction, like, you know, oh my god, I mistakenly put too much sugar in your coffee, or I didn't stir it, or it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be like that. For lifestylers, it can also be the fact that perhaps a lot of things are getting to you and overwhelming you, and they go, look, you know, you've got to stop this, and they will be harsh and say things like, you know, you're like being an idiot, stop doing that, or not talk to you, you know, either or. And you might think it's harsh because you have issues with like some people ignoring you, or being called an idiot, or whatever. Um, but sometimes that's needed to say, look, hey, you're going down a path that is not good for you, mentally, emotionally, mentally, emotionally, physically, emotionally, and for the relationship as a whole. Um, and that's like saying, hey, you know, enough already, or reinforcing the boundaries there. Um, so I'd like to find it interesting in what people would think of as a gentle kink, and what they do, and if they have any kinks that they also find gentle and, I guess, harsh at the same time. It would be an interesting thing. For the most part, I think a lot of kinks, particularly those that are in DS dynamics, are quite gentle in that regard, or they have that dichotomy of gentle and harsh. A lot of kinks, not just all harsh stuff, although there is some of that in there. I don't know, but that's just my perspective and what I've seen. It'd be interesting to know what you guys think. Anyway, I've got to run and get on with it. Okay? Catch you guys later. Bye.